About a month ago, a company reached out to us. They had seen our videos and they wanted to send us their product so we could take a look at it and give them our opinion. Now, we have never done a sponsorship on the channel before. We don't really do that. We're not trying to sell you guys stuff. And if you've seen any of our RV reviews, you'll know we talk about the good stuff and the bad stuff at the same time. So we explained that to this company, said, look, if we don't like them, we're going to tell people that we don't like them. They said, that's fine. We know you're going to like them. Just, we'll send them to you. Just, you know, tell us what you think. So we decided to go ahead and do a little bit of an unboxing here at the first real campsite that we came to. So this is the first, we haven't seen these things yet. This is how the box comes. This is OX BLOX, trailer jack blocks. I think it's, let's see, at the top of the packing slip, it says Miro Industries, M-I-R-O Industries, but this is their product, OX BLOX. All right, and these are trailer jack blocks. Now they do mostly trailer jack blocks. So your trailer would be sitting up on top, the tongue of your trailer would be sitting on these blocks, but they also do them for our leveling jacks. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do the unboxing.
Ooh, this is so exciting, it's like Christmas.
We've never seen it before. Hopefully it's the right product. Okay, wow, look at these. Wow, look at that, there's colors in there.
Yeah, these.
All right, we knew that these were pretty substantial because they were really heavy. Okay, this is the OX BLOX Ultra, specially designed for RVs with large stabilizers. So each one of these, as you can see, it has this in the bottom. See, this is not what we expected to see. This is some sturdy stuff. This is a composite material, it looks like. Wow,
they
this
look
is
a
strong.
lot better than the ones we have.
And it's heavy. And look at this, it looks like it's got a little handle on there. That's great for carrying these things around and they don't get in the way. All right, so I'm gonna pull these out. Let's do it right here. You like my Cuisinart pink knife?
Hey.
Yeah, thank you, Rose. Thanks for contributing that. All right, so how do these stack? They lock right in on top of each other. And there's 4 of them on here. Now these are substantial. They're pretty heavy. I think this box weighs about, it's got to be at least 30 pounds. If I can find the weight of it, I will let you know. I don't have a scale on me right now, but they are very substantial. They're very strong. I'm going to show you in a minute what we've been using, and we can do a real quick comparison before we go into the coach. Take a look at this. This is what we have been using. Now this, you've seen these before. Anytime if you've been to any Camping World or any general RV place that sells just RV stuff, you will see these blocks. And these interlock, you can put them together, you can use them as wheel chocks. You can see they're filthy because we had them in the grass. And that's important because one of the weaknesses of these blocks, their sturdiness, you can see this one's got a little bit of a bend to it.
Oh yeah.
See that? And there's a lot of pliability here. They give a lot, especially under the weight of the jacks and under the weight of the tires. But they are what they are. They're very inexpensive, they're very light, and they're very versatile. So they are what they are, but they are not always the best solution. Do you see all this grass and mud that gets in there? These things sink into the grass. So if you're in an like out in the grass site, these things are just gonna sink right down and their effectiveness is gonna be less, and if you're there for a while, it could throw you off level. Let's compare that to this. Now this does have the same bottom that allows, you know, for it to be a little bit lighter. If this was all solid, these things would be really heavy. So I'm gonna go into the RV right now and I'm gonna place these under our jacks and we'll see how they place. And Rose is gonna video while I do it to make sure I don't do it wrong, because I have a tendency to do things half-assed. She can tell you, right, Rose?
Yes.
All the time. All right, let me tell you one thing I like about these things already. Because of their size and because they're so much bigger than the jack stands that we have, it is so easy to line them up. It looks like I've got them under there. With those yellow ones, sometimes you can get off center and that's what bends them and makes them go out of shape. But these ones are really easy. All right, let's go level it. We're gonna start with the auto level system. All right, here is our half-assed, completely objective opinion on these blocks. They are way superior to this. All right. In fact, I feel bad even comparing the two because it's apples and oranges. These are made to be versatile. These are made to be strong and durable. Just looking at this is going to last forever. I can't even imagine how you would go about even thinking that you could break one of these. There's two reasons why having that large footprint is so important. One is, as we showed, they're much more forgiving when you're lining them up under the jack stand, especially when you're doing, not so much for a trailer jack, but for the stabilizer jacks, they're much more forgiving like that. And also, they've got this, just looks like paracord in here to pull them out. When these things get buried in the ground, I had to grab a screwdriver to try to pull this out of the ground because I could not get this up out of the grass, especially if you're leaving it in one place for a while. So hats off to them. This thing is durable, it's heavy. Now let's talk about the one thing that could be a concern, and this is our only potential negative, is if you have a coach that has a limited cargo capacity, all right, this one block weighs about the same as this stack of yellow blocks, maybe even a little bit more. So if you're really close on your cargo capacity, you're gonna wanna make sure that you've got enough leeway to carry these. But you know what? If they're gonna be durable, they're gonna be more heavy. So it's not really a negative as we see it. So we highly recommend these as a product, or at least you should look at them and compare them and try them out if you see them in the store. These things are indestructible. You never have to buy another.
You can buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description. But yeah, 2 thumbs up from me. 1, 2. Rose, how about you?
Me too.
All right, yeah, it's going to make things a lot easier in the future. Thank you, OX BLOX. Thank you for
introducing us to this wonderful product.
Yeah, and thank you for allowing us to show it to our viewers.